All right. We're going to call this meeting to order. This meeting is being held pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act of 1974, and all provisions of that act have been met. Any contracts awarded require the contractor to comply with NJSA and NJAC. Also, in the event of a fire and pursuant to the New Jersey Uniform Fire Code, members of the audience are requested to take notice of the exits at the front and rear of council chambers, as well as the main hallway. Please stand for a flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Roll call.
That's the roll call of the 2023 governing body. We have Mayor Lawandi.
Here.
Council President Spillane. Here. Councilmember Emmons.
Here.
Golitz.
Here.
Rutsky. Absent. Taylor is absent.
She's here. She's here.
Administrator Capabianco.
Here.
And Attorney Raffetto.
Here.
Okay, so now we have the inauguration of the newly elected mayor and council
Can I say
members.
something real quick?
Of course.
I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight, and thank you, council, and Happy New Year.
Mayor Gibbons, we're going to start with you.
I can take the top off. It's not gin, I promise.
Place your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Thomas Gibbons,
I, Thomas Gibbons,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of
of
the State of New Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully
impartially,
and
justly perform
justly perform
all the duties of the office of mayor
all the duties of the office of mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Okay, so now I need you. Name and address here, and then accept this and sign it, please. Thank you. And then you may have a seat up there. Next, we have Councilmember Golitz. Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Thomas Golitz,
I, Thomas Golitz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of
of
the State of New
the State
Jersey,
of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and the government established
in
in
the United States
the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Borough Council Member
of Borough Council Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Okay, Brad. Thank you. All right, Burton, are you ready? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Burton Lefkovic,
I, Brett Lefkovic,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of
Constitution
the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments
in the
established
United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Borough Council Member
of Borough Council Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Your name, address, and sign your Okay, thank you. And we have-
Housing and
Okay, so now we're going to start with the roll call, the 2024 governing body.
Roll call for the 2024 governing body.
Okay, Mayor Gibbons.
Here.
Councilmember Emmons.
Here.
Golets.
Here.
Lefkovich.
Here.
Rampacek. Here. Spillane.
here.
Councilmember Taylor is absent, and Administrator Capabianco.
Here.
Okay. Now, resolution number 001-03-01, I'm sorry, 01-03-24 is to appoint Borough Attorney Raffetto.
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Comments or discussion from members of the council? Roll call, please.
Okay, Councilmember Emmons.
Yes.
Golets.
Yes.
Lefkovich.
Yes.
Rampacek.
Yes.
Spillane.
Yes.
Okay, Councilmember Taylor is absent. Okay, so now the mayor has to call for nominations for council president.
Okay, motion for council president.
I make a motion to nominate Thomas Emmons for council president.
Second.
Second.
Any comments or discussion from members of the council? Okay, roll call.
Okay, Councilmember Emmons.
Yes.
Golets.
Yes.
Lefkovich.
Abstain.
Rampacek.
Yes.
Spillane.
Yes.
And Taylor is absent. Okay, now we have the establishment of the councilmatic committees and their members.
Okay, can I have a motion for the establishment of the council members?
Motion.
Second. Comments or discussion by members of the council?
On the committee?
Yes.
Yes, I'd like to make a comment.
Okay.
I understand there have already been conversations, one-on-one conversations about the committee appointments. I had my first conversation very briefly with our council president just yesterday, and really it wasn't even a very serious conversation about the committee appointments. I understand that when you have somebody new coming into the position, that creates limitations for opportunities. I don't believe that this, considering everything that we have before us, particularly in the areas of personnel, with police contracts, DPW contracts, other major positions, that we should be rushing into making these appointments until everybody who's on the council has had their opportunity to discuss it and in great detail. I mean, many of us don't even know each other very well, don't know our backgrounds. I myself have been working for the last year and a half as the financial director for a not-for-profit organization where I've done a lot of work in the areas of both finance and personnel. Anybody who's having conversations about a role like personnel chair probably doesn't know that and couldn't even have had that at their disposal to consider it. I've had conversations with people about the efforts have been ongoing for the last year to try to bring many of these contracts to resolution, the difficulty of them. I do believe that these matters need to be really dealt with incredibly seriously, and we should have serious conversations about the people who are best positioned to lead those conversations. I'd like to ask my fellow council members at this time that we delay the vote on these committee appointments until we have had the opportunity to have those conversations, either in executive session or as part of a general meeting at our next meeting in 2 weeks. I don't believe that any of the work of this body will be negatively impacted by delaying this decision by 2 weeks. But I do believe that our decision-making process will be far more well-informed if we have had the opportunity to have that conversation. I don't know if I need to make a formal motion. If I do at this time, I'd like to make a motion that we delay this vote for 2 weeks and have more of a conversation, either in executive session or as part of the general meeting in 2 weeks at the next meeting.
So it's basically equivalent to a motion to table for 2 weeks
Yes.
until the next council meeting. So we need to have a second on the motion to table. Does not appear that there's a second, so
Thank you.
the motion will die.
Okay, are there any further comments or discussion on this issue? Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Emmons.
Yes.
Golets. Lefkovic.
Abstain.
Rampacek.
Yes.
Spillane. Yes. Okay. Next, just keep this your mayor appointments. You have to sign off on.
So we go right over to,
Moving on to public comment period. Any item excludes ordinances. Members of the public wishing to address the mayor and borough council must approach the podium, state their name and address for the record. There is a 5-minute time limit for all comments and questions.
so can I have a motion to open the public comment?
Motion. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
So anybody from the public? Yeah. I think.
Good evening, council members. Congratulations to Mayor Gibbons for being appointed as the new mayor of the Jamesburg. Thank you for all your service, Mayor Lawande, especially on the library. I use the library a lot. My father does. That's one of the biggest things I play in town a lot. So thank you. Appreciate your efforts for the community as well.
So if you could state your name and address for the
Yeah,
record.
my name is Nimit Desai. I'm at 64th Street by the creek. And I've been coming here quite often around a recurring issue, our municipal sewer causing backups in my basement. I've already been determined that it's not something on my side, and I've addressed to the council numerous times on what the resolution is. I have yet to get a response. I've been told that there's been stuff, and RFPs being sent out over the past 2 or 3 years, and there's been not an ability to get a contractor for that, which I just have trouble understanding because of the economy and all that. So I just wanted to kind of get a status on where things are with that. And if, until, whatever happens, how can, measures be done to actually have either frequent sewer inspections to make sure that my basement doesn't get flooded. It is an occurrence that happens once a year. We cannot call it a risk because it happens once a year, so it's more like an issue. So I just wanted to get a status on that.
Well, thank you for your comments.
We've been out to bid with this 4 times. No bidders have responded. At the last council meeting, it was authorized for myself and the purchasing agent to begin negotiations. There is a firm that's interested. I talked to our purchasing agent today. We're still waiting on that firm to provide us with pricing modules. Once we get that, we're hopeful that'll be ready for the next council meeting, and then we can start doing some sewer relining work. But we're just waiting on the company. The QPA was going to follow up with them by the end of the week.
Okay. All right, thank you. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay, seeing no further members of the public coming forward, make a motion to close the public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the public comment session is closed.
Okay, consent agenda. All matters listed on tonight's consent agenda are considered as one vote by the Borough Council and will be enacted by one motion. Any resolutions listed on the agenda with a double asterisk next to their respective number are to be considered as part of the consent agenda. There will be no discussion of these items. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately.
Okay, any council member wishing to remove an item from the consent agenda? A motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Second? Thank you. Clerk, call the roll.
Okay, Councilmember Emmons.
Yes.
Golitz. Lefkovich.
Yes.
Rampacek.
Yes.
Spillane.
Yes.
Okay. Non-consent agenda, we have one, resolution number 037-01-03-24 is to appoint part-time SLEO to Pelikas. Now, he
Okay.
was already a SLEO, we just have to reappoint him every year, so it's
Sure.
not a new officer.
A motion to approve Resolution 037010324.
Motion.
Second? You have that? Clerk, call the roll.
Okay, Councilmember Emmons.
Yes.
Golitz.
Yes.
Lefkovich.
Yes.
Rampacek.
Yes.
And Spillane.
Yes.
Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second? Okay, comments or discussion from members of the council? Okay.
Adjourned.
Clerk, call the roll.
But we don't do that at the end, we just adjourn at the end. All in favor?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, meeting is adjourned.